All right, GM everyone. It's huge here on Cash Game Week, but we are actually going to start, thanks to our friends over at DraftKings, with a little bit of playoff best ball. One, we still need to wait 30 minutes for, basically for anything to matter, right? We're not building anything in cash games without getting all of the inactives and the greatest amount of news. We are going to go through the cash game shell. We are going to build a little, we're going to build some tournament lineups, but we're going to begin with some playoff best ball. If you guys have not hopped in to playoff best ball yet over on DraftKings, I would encourage you to do so. The waters are nice and warm. We've got the sidekick fired up. We do know, a pretty big thing that we know after last night is that the Seattle Seahawks are the team that is going to have the bye, and the San Francisco 49ers are, one, going to play in the first round of the playoffs, and two, as it pertains to the San Francisco 49ers, that was not a particularly encouraging performance from our guys last night. In fact, I would say the opposite of encouraging. It was very discouraging to watch the defense play that poorly and to watch the offense that has not struggled in a long time struggle. GM Tim, GM Skip. Dallas Alpha is that I think Jaden Blue is probably being over projected by a little bit, Nick, because Phil Maffa is going to be activated. GM Kyle, GM Izzo, GM Goods, GM Chad, GM Copy Paste Lade, GM Blotter, GM ATX Bearcat, GM Nick, GM Nino, GM Eric, GM Danny. Yes. I don't know about drafting. I don't know about drafting the Broncos. Seahawks, sure. Yes. Happy KLS and Cash Day. KLS definitely in play as we begin this playoff best ball draft with Puka Nacua. I'll be interested to see what happens to Seahawks and 49ers players inside of the sidekick here. That's just very interesting because the Seahawks, their Super Bowl odds got worse. There you go. Gifted a sub. All you have to do is link your YouTube account to your Discord account. It's very easy. Many people can figure it out. I bet you can figure it out, Eric. All you got to do, link your Discord, link your YouTube. Justin Jefferson, not in play in cash games. You definitely would not play him in cash. GM John, playoff best ball junkie. Well, that's what we're doing here this morning. It is definitely a look yourself in the mirror type slate. Sidekick has no interest in the Seahawks at current prices. Okay. All right. And there you go. All right. So McCaffrey still goes 2. Allen goes 3. JSN at 4. JSN at 4. You really want to pair him with an AFC guy who does not have the bye, I guess would be your thought there. Yeah, all Sam Darnold and CJ Stroud have to do is take care of the ball, and they might find themselves in the Super Bowl. Noel or Higgins with Nico out. I would go Jaden Higgins. Am I playing less volume for Week 18? No, because of Cash Game Week. This will actually be the most amount of money I've put in play for cash games this year. I'll probably play a couple $1,000s in cash on this slate. And it is what it is. Yeah, because everyone is sending us invites. Dallas and Giants players are all off the board of DraftKings. That is a little odd. I'm guessing that we might get news that Joe Milton is starting for the Dallas Cowboys. That would potentially be why the odds would be off the board. So the winner has already been drafted given the 49ers. I would definitely disagree with that. In fact, I would say the 49ers not getting the bye is very bad for their Super Bowl chances, right? I right now have Jalen Wright over Jaden Blue, but I am waiting to see inactives. That's why we're drafting playoff best ball right now. All right, so we don't get Stafford. Sidekick wants Kyron, huh? Is it going to want ETN after we take Kyron? I'm assuming it will. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got ETN and Kyron, so now we can start to maybe build some Jags stuff there. GM to my guy. This is fine. How slappy am I for locking Harvey today? Harvey is a really, really strong play today. So I in terms of GPP stuff today, I have a team reserved in the spy and I have a team reserved in the red zone. I didn't even bother registering on FanDuel today. Also, this will be the first time all year that I don't max the underdog BR. Just didn't have the capacity this week. Week 18 is cash week because I don't remember if it was 5 or 6 years ago. I do the Sunday night show with Sammy and Nate. And I threw it to Peter. I was like, Pete, like, don't you think it would be a good idea or like a funny idea to come on the show? And Pete, as he does, took it and ran with it. I believe the first iteration of it, what he actually did was he did it against, I think he played a head-to-head against Josh Hermsmeyer, I want to say. And this was like a long, long time ago. Like that might have been 7 years ago. And so maybe I think Pete came up with the bit, because obviously the thing that happens in week 18 is it's like impossible to do content because nothing matters until Sunday morning. Like all the analysis that we could do is just basically you toss it out the window. So I think Pete's response to that was, well, I'll just turn this all into a huge bit instead of taking the whole week super seriously when it's all going to get thrown out on Sunday morning. And now he does the Gilcast with us on Sunday nights. Wasn't the best or the worst season I've ever had. I got 18th in the big board and second in a German Shepherd. Stefan, you had a great year, brother. Trust me, a lot of people would bite your arm off for that. GM historical anomalies, GM graphic. Imagine watching Sharp steer the ball in the red zone all season and still drafting Kenneth Walker. Yeah. Yep. Kenneth Walker is one of the toughest clicks here in playoff best ball. All right, so we do get Trevor Lawrence. I'm assuming that Purdy will now be off the board after we take Trevor Lawrence. I'm assuming it'll want me to take Jacoby Myers. Maybe it might actually want me to take Devonta. Because what are the odds I don't get Jacoby Myers if I do take Devonta Smith here? I mean, really unlikely that I get him, but maybe. You know what? Let's just try it. It's Sunday morning. We're trying it. We're having some fun. Let's see if we can set up a Jags Eagles Super Bowl. What builds am I trying to get on for playoff best ball? I'm kind of just mostly doing what the sidekick tells me to do, but I prefer honestly to have full starting lineups from a lot of teams. Have I found it harder to hit pick'ems this year? It's just hard to hit pick'ems in general, brother. It's why the buildings in Las Vegas are so tall. Juwan versus Loveland. I got Loveland. There are Jags, Eagles out there. That doesn't matter to me at all. I don't think we have a hard time as humans understanding what happens in large samples of these things, but the amount of pod luck going on is like you could draft the same team 20 times and have it have a good score and only have one get there. Yeah, better versions get knocked out in each pod. Like what happens in other pods doesn't have anything to do with me. Where does Jawar Jordan land on the slap spectrum? Pretty far right wing. Run the Sims didn't have any projections for Cowboys running backs besides Lupke. Let me message them right now. Phil Moffitt needs to be added to Dow RB rotation. Yeah. I mean, I would say the thing that you need to be doing is you obviously need to be constructing your rosters appropriately to advance out of each round. But yeah, I mean, pod luck is a huge, huge, huge. I mean, yeah, pod luck is the number one factor in playoff best ball because you were just going to get in some pods where you're the only team that can advance if you've constructed things appropriately. Been doing Ravens Ram stacks. That seems fine. I mean, the Ravens might be dead after. Fuck. Brenton Strange went. All right. So taking Devonta Smith was really bad, and now we're basically dead. So we're gonna do BTJ, and then we're gonna do Parker Washington. But we are fucked here. Pretty good. I guess that's the way she goes. Why did this guy? Oh, I guess he took Jacoby Myers immediately after. So he's setting up a Rams Jags Super Bowl. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. What content do I do in the off season? I do dynasty stuff. I do big board. I do a little bit of hoops, a little bit of golf, a little bit of everything. I normally don't do the music because it messes up my audio. Here, I'll turn it on. It's probably going to mess up my audio though. StreamYard's been having an issue with this. If you knew the Super Bowl matchup and drafted 150 combinations of that Super Bowl, what's the chances you win the tourney? Pretty high, right? I will not be streaming 150 big boards. In fact, I don't exactly know what's going to happen, but when exactly. It will come back, but for like 3 minutes the audio is going to be bad. What was I saying? Oh, when my wife goes back to work, I will be the sole child care provider in my home, which means that I'm going to be working in the afternoons and the evenings once my wife goes back to work. So we will, we will persevere. We will find a way. Yeah, it just skips out. It skips out for a second and then comes back. Puka, the play of the day to ship the Millie? Probably not, because I don't think he's gonna play the entire game. I mean, Puka and Cash is like the number one. You got to figure it out. I don't remember who messaged me about the Run the Sims running back projection, but Maffa's in there now, so you just need to refresh. We will cook up a parlay, I think. Are people still playing as bad as past years in playoff best ball? Yeah, they're still pretty bad. All right, so we're probably gonna do Parkinson. Actually, I'm gonna do Higbee first, because I think Higbee coming back, because Ferguson is injured now. Ferguson injured his hamstring and is not gonna play today. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do both of them. We're gonna do Parkinson and Higbee. So we've got Puka, Kyron, ETN, Lawrence, Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington, Higbee, Parkinson. So we actually do have a Jags-Rams Super Bowl. Bears are going to get super steamed in GPPs. Yes, because I'm playing the Bears in GPPs for sure. Dak CD stacks are a bad idea today, aren't they? I will not be doing any Dak CD stacks, but I know why you would. Someone took Gibbs in my draft yesterday. That's very funny. Okay. Well, how are we gonna? I guess we could finish this one with the Bears stuff. I don't think Burden is there. So Dak does for sure want the passing record, but he's up by enough that I don't think it matters, right? Oh, well, no, because Stafford has to play now. So no, you're right. We probably will get some Dak today. Okay. First year doing best ball tournaments, got 6th in the Pitfall, 14K payout. Hey, give my boy Jam at 10 a big salute. Listen to Davis Maddock, baby. That's what they're saying. Yes, the underdog BRs I did do were Bears. I think I did like 40, and a lot of them were Bear stacks. How many assists does Shirky get today? Well, who do they play? I mean, he definitely gets at least one. Well, Brentford up 2-0 on Everton. Liverpool are down at half. Ugh, nightmare fuel. I think they said Purdy's okay, but that was a little bit unclear to me. Okay, so a second quarterback now for advance rate stuff, I guess. All right, well, let's go Herbie. And then is he going to tell me to take Kyron, actually? Or Corum? Gadsden. Wow, Gadsden, okay. Send it higher, sidekick. Send it higher. I love the 3 tight end stuff. Man, imagine your first year doing best ball and you got 6th in the Pitbull for 14K. I think Purdy was milking that, hoping for a late flag. Well, I mean, the game was over, though, right? Didn't matter. All right, so we're going to get inactives in 15 minutes. Pete and Sammy, ooh. Pete released the shell on After Dark. He said they were fading Puka. Yeah, I mean, I think obviously you can fade Puka. I've got him in right now, I think, but I mean, Bijan and Gibbs feel like the more important ones to get in. I mean, I guess maybe not Gibbs. I don't know. Because Gibbs might not play the whole game. I mean, it's definitely in play for Gibbs to not play the full game. Like if St. Brown is out, yeah, I mean, I think Bijan is probably a cash game Lockerino. Is it just me, or every time I try and watch one of your streams lately, it's been skipping like crazy? Anyone else? Has it been skipping for you? I do these broadcast, like I do my stream in high definition. So if your thing doesn't have great processing power, then it might get a little bit behind. All right, there you go. Looks like just you, brother. I do not think Juwan Jennings is a lock in cash. I think he's fine. Bijan is definitely a lock in cash to me. All right, we're gonna finish up this playoff best ball draft with, if we do Keenan, I guess we could do a little bit of Keenan Allen. Never hurt anyone, so we'll do Keenan Allen. There we go. Little playoff best ball for you guys on a Sunday morning. Trevor Lawrence, Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, Devonta Smith, Tyler Higbee, Travis Etienne, Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington, Colby Parkinson, Justin Herbert, Arondé Gadsden, and Keenan Allen. Bang. All right. Wow, no skip here, and I watch on 3 different devices. GZ. Feel like Monty and Gibbs will be more 50-50 today as per the prop market. All right, well, let's get into it. This is what I have saved in cash right now. This is just what I threw together last night. So Lawrence is a lock. I think you want one inexpensive running back. You can definitely pay up for one wide receiver, or you can do something like this, where you can do Trevor Lawrence, you can do Jacoby Myers, and you can do, you could do Michael Wilson and then pay up at defense. But I think the locks are Lawrence, Darius Cooper, Bijan Robinson. If I run the app on my TV, it's terrible, but it's fine on the phone. Yeah, it's probably because I'm broadcasting in high definition. It's probably a lot to ask your phone to do. Cooper and McKee were like the Jacoby Brissett and Michael Wilson of the preseason. Here, I'll pull up Darius Cooper's preseason stats. Preseason NFL stats. Is there a way to find? There's got to be a way to find it, right? Where can I find? I think I can find it on PFF. Premium stats by position, wide receiver, preseason. I probably wouldn't play much Dotson, but yeah. Where will Ravens guys go in drafts next week if they make the playoffs? A lot higher. Team, the Philadelphia Eagles. Darius Cooper, 7 for 90 and 1 on 9 targets, 66 routes in the preseason. And he was really good last year too, if I remember. I could be misremembering. I am misremembering. But yeah, basically Darius Cooper, really good. Just because Dotson has a terrible profile. No Juwan. I just like, what is the best case scenario for Juwan Johnson? Like he gets 9 for 70. Juwan Johnson to me is not a lock. Thoughts on Kevin Austin versus Cooper? I mean, you definitely want Cooper. Cooper is going to be much more of a target earner than Kevin Austin, in my opinion. Happy New Year to you as well. So these are, let's go to the classic slate opto. So these are the $3,000 wide receivers that I think are in play today. I mean, there's plenty. You can play Jaden Blue in cash. You can also play Jalen Wright in cash as the cheap running back. So, okay, so you've got Kevin Austin, you've got Cooper, you've got Dotson, you've got Pettis, you've got, who else? Wouldn't play any of these Rams guys, I don't think. You could do one of the Dolphins guys with no Jalen Waddle, no Achane. You've got KLS for the Chargers. Isaiah Hodgins for the Giants, I think, is in play. Wouldn't play Olamide Zaccheaus. Wouldn't play. Well, maybe you do play Matthew Golden because the team is not playing their starters, and Matthew Golden is not a starter. I don't know if Slayton is that big of a smash. I guess he's probably pretty good in tournaments. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is week 18 is just a little bit of a cluster. I tell you what, I kind of like Michael Mayer as well. If we're looking at punts, but a lot of different ways you can go. I mean, let me pull up the old DraftKings Sportsbook. DraftKings Sportsbook. Shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings here today. So I gotta log in. And they're going to text me a code. God forbid, man. Logging into one of these betting applications. It's like signing into a freaking crypto wallet. Coach Carroll said he wants to get Genty to 130 yards. I mean, Genty I think is an awesome tournament play. I mean, you could play him in cash. Okay. Well, it has my location wrong, which is always interesting, but whatever. So I want to look at the difference between Juwan and Colston Loveland. So Bears game, we've got receiving props. We've got Colston Loveland, 50 yards plus 122. If we go back and look at the Saints game, 3.5 road dogs to the Falcons, obviously much lower team total. Juwan Johnson is 60 yards, so 10 yards better. Yeah, you can definitely play Dulcich in cash as well. So the Dulcich team is like this: Dulcich, Jalen Wright, Jacoby Myers, and then you do Puka Nacua, and you do you can't get the Commanders defense with Jacoby Myers. So I guess you have to do you got to do Burden. You have to do Burden instead. McKee is playable in cash, but I think I'm just going to do Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is going to be like 97% owned. So I think that I'm probably just going to do that. Like, you're going to be embracing plenty of variance anyway. Who would you do Genty over, though? I guess you could play Genty instead of Gibbs. I don't know. What are the Gibbs props? So for the Lions, we've got receiving props for Gibbs is 25 yards. Rushing props is 60 yards. Touchdown scores minus 150 for Gibbs. Can see that one going either way. I mean, that's a tricky spot to deal with. Thanks for the great year, baby gift. Salute to you, Skip. Hope you find what you're looking for today. Genty props are pretty aggressive. I mean, makes sense. They are playing. The Chiefs are like fully fucking waving the white flag. Genty TD score minus 110, and then that's it. Yeah, we're about to get a lot more information. I actually have no idea what the ETR train is today. Too busy this morning I've not asked Wiggins what the train is yet. Wiggins said he might come on though, so he might tell us what the train is. I guess if you were gonna play Genty, it would be this. It would be Ashton, Genty, and then you'd go up from Burden to Myers, and then you'd go from Commanders to Broncos. Pretty good. Yeah, I like Caleb in tournaments as well. I mean, I guess you could even fade Jalen Wright. I guess you could do something like this. So you could fade Jalen Wright and you could do like Gibbs, Genty, Commies. Yeah, you could do something like that. It's just a matter of, do you think Michael Wilson is still good here in this spot against the Rams? There you go. Genty rushing plus receiving is higher than Gibbs on BetMGM, and he's $2,000 cheaper. Thoughts on Darius Slayton? He seems fine. The punt running backs are Jaden Blue, Tank Bigsby, Jarrett Patterson. Tank, you've got Dylan Sampson for the Browns. You've got, I guess you could do Pollard. You've got Jordan Mason for the Vikings. You've got potentially Emmanuel Wilson for the Packers. We're going to find that out in 1 minute. You've got Khalil Herbert and Kene Nwangu for the Jets. You've got Ray Davis for the Bills. And you've got Brashard Smith for the Chiefs. And you've got Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt for the Commanders. I'm probably not gonna play McBride and Cash, but I could see how you could get there. Why no Jefferson? I mean, I don't think Justin Jefferson has scored. Has Justin Jefferson scored 15 fantasy points in the last 3 months? 7, 14, 4, 3, 2, 8, 11, 7, 16, 14. So he has not scored over 16 fantasy points since week 5. Yeah, I would say this is the most likely thing. Yeah, Saquon is going to play like a couple drives, but the Eagles are locked into their slate. Yeah, 15 was a good line. Any chance I could run FanDuel Sims? I can do it for you, but I'm just going to keep it 100% real with you guys. Projections are so fragile this week that I am not going to be super locked in to the Sims for anything. But yes, we will run them real quick. All right. Let's Texans resting Nick Chubb for the playoffs. I don't think so. Wait, are they? All right. Hold on. Let me run these. So he wants for me to run FanDuel main settings. We'll do 10,000 lineups, size of contest field, 3,000, number of sims, 5,000. I'll run top heavy for the guy. You know what? I'll even run the shady diversified portfolio for you. And let's see what we've got there. Yeah, I like JCM today. I do. Yeah, I think I would play anything that's kind of small. I would do Trevor Lawrence today. Jefferson prop is 71 yards. I mean, how many times has he got 71 yards? 30, 85. I mean, he got 85 and he got 14 and a half. Would you have wanted that in cash? Dude, Sal Cannella was an awesome player in the USFL. Yeah, he's definitely going to get 53 today. Justin Jefferson definitely, even if you use his baselines, does not project as a cash play. I just should make that clear. Even if you used his prop lines, Justin Jefferson is not a cash game play. Not to say, I mean, what do I know about anything? But if you're using things that way, not a cash game play. All right, there you go. Jacobs is out. That's pretty good. I got Cooper over Dotson for sure, in my opinion. Week 18 gold star, Luther Burden. All right, so here we got news. London, Pitts, and Mooney are active. Wicks is out. Chubb is out. Okay, there you go. Some updates. Yes, I think JCM, very, very good play today. Very interested in JCM. Yeah, Aaron Jones out as well. How much do you want to play for, Tyler? I'd love to send you an invite. How much you want to play for, fella? Just put another one on the tab. I am a little bit worried about Emmanuel Wilson because isn't the concern with Emmanuel Wilson that the Packers might view him as like a real part of their team? I'm a little worried that the Packers might view Emmanuel Wilson as a real part of their team and that it might be more Chris Brooks today. Best free resource to see total PPR points per player on the season, Fantasy Pros. Fantasy Pros has it. Yes, Wilson is better than Hurt Jacobs. I agree. But if like they're resting all their starters, they're 10.5 point favorites to they're 10.5 point dogs to the Vikings. That would seem to indicate to me, Ty, I love you, buddy. I love you. I really do, man. But you are being, I believe, what you would call deliberately obtuse. But I appreciate you, man, and thank you for hanging out. All right, I did a post with all of our usernames on it, so people can send the invites. Because someone just asked what Pete's username was, and now I can't find it. Can't find my own tweet. Scale of 1 to 10 on Puka playing the whole game. I'm like a 7.5 on Puka playing the whole game. I think that seems right. I mean, it's a huge difference playing the Panthers or Buccaneers versus playing the Eagles. It's a pretty big difference. All right, I can't find this post because the thing is Pete's username is kind of hard to find. It's revertsy top. Oh, here we go. Okay, here you go. If you want to get in and play here on Cash Game Week, this is it. Davis Maddock, revertsy top, whirling dervish. There you go. How do you do invites on DraftKings? So you just go here, you go to lobby, you go to create a contest. Here, I'll just show you guys how to do it. Oh, I'm getting freaking location checked. Okay, NFL Classic, main. You do private, head-to-head. I'll invite Ty to a 50, and I will add a friend. What did he say his username was? There we go. Tyler11. TEYLER.11. Not found. Did I spell it wrong? TYELER. Do you have to do the at? You have to do at Tyler11? At Tyler11. Tyler. Can I do it this way? God, this is so annoying. Tyler period. Tyler 1. I can't find you, bro. I can't accept your head-to-head because I'm maxed out at everything $5 and below. I can't find you, Tyler. I tried to send you a $50 head-to-head. I'm sorry, Tyler. Tyler11, no period? Oh, well, you put a period in it. All right, there you go. $50 head-to-head to Tyler, but if you've never done it before, that's how you do it. And then you just import the lineup that you're using for cash, and then you click Update Entry, and there you go. Trust the dude. I'm gonna go be so fucking poor today. Big Mike just sent me one. Really hope I have a good lineup today. I love the Easter egg EM2. Well, because he's one of my DraftKings friends or whatever. How much bonus action do you get this week? Way too much. I'm already uncomfortable with the amount of action out, because this is like, even for week 18, this is pretty chaotic. Yeah, that's for the real fans. Easy. Can't do Rufus. Can't do Sean for Billion. Can't do. Oh, here you go. John Boy Jackson sent me one. Oh, slow puppy champion JBJ. There you go. Is Lawrence Slayton better than Shuck Burden for cash? Yes. I can't do $5. I'm maxed out at $5. Here you go. See, I have two. Wow. Okay. This is probably a bit too much. I think I just accepted yours for 20, I think. $2,141 in cash games. I think I probably bit off more than I can chew. Really hope I win today. I cannot play $5 head-to-heads because I am maxed out. They only let you play $50 at every level, and I am maxed out on $5 head-to-heads. I just accepted yours. Yeah. 1-bit brain, sure. Eagles can still get the 2 seed with the win and a Bears loss. Yeah, the Bears aren't going to lose, though. And I don't think that's true. I can check. I might play Michael Wilson today. I might. I like Jaden Higgins more than Kevin Austin, because that's a team that really needs to win. All right, let's check the athletic playoff picture, and I'll figure this out for the Eagles. Why do I keep accepting if you're uncomfortable? At the end of the day, cash game week is a week for everyone, and it will probably be a better show if I lose, honestly. I'm curious to see if people just roll with the Sims. Oh, sorry, here you go. Here's your optimal results on FanDuel. Top running back, Bijan Gibbs, Chase Brown, Swift, Trevion, Etienne, Harvey, Bigsby, Blue, Woody Marks, JCM. Wide receivers, Puka, Chase, Michael Wilson, St. Brown, Jamo, Sutton, Burden, Diggs, Jefferson, Pickens, Myers, Lamb. Tight end, McBride, Henry, Juwan, Loveland, Pitts, Schultz, Kelsey, Strange, Calcaterra. May, Lawrence, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Jackson Dart, Joe Burrow, Jared Goof, CJ Stroud. The Bills are gonna play their starters the first series. Yeah, all the inactives should be out now. So we should be getting. Let me go back and check the news page and see if there's anything else. Sent me a 50. Jesus Christ, man. All right. Soccer Liam X wants a 50. I sent you the invite, brother. I guess I gotta refresh, maybe. Oh my God. Getting over my skis today, fellas. All right, well, here we go. Me versus Marker Tassel. Me versus Soccer Liam X. Yes, Nico Collins is inactive today with, I don't know if they're resting him or if he's hurt. Doesn't make a ton of sense for them to be resting him, but All right. Adrian Robles with the 10. Done. Bang. Man, I tell you what, I'm just going to end up playing some chalk donkey bullshit because I'm actually just too afraid to lose all these. I tell you what, I do not want to get swept. Oh, Marker, you didn't make it private, so someone else grabbed it. Am I the only one who think Burden could still be injured today? I mean, he didn't miss any practices, but I guess he could be. Yeah, Marker got bum hunted. Any resource on what the playoff seed sweats are? I mean, I can just tell you. If I pull up the Athletic page. So, the Broncos, if they win today, they're the 1 seed. The Patriots, if they win today and the Broncos lose, they can bump up. The Steelers and the Ravens is a playoff game. The Chargers are resting their starters. They don't care. The Texans can win their division if the Jaguars lose, and the Bills can't improve their standing. Or they can be the 6 or the 7, but I don't think they care. The Packers cannot improve. The Rams can get the 5 seed and avoid the Eagles if they win. The Eagles can get to the 2 seed if the Bears lose, and that is it. Is Meyer over Loveland viable for cash? Probably not. Blue, Shakir, Sampson, or Estime. Give me Blue. Tootin and Jags. I would not play Tootin today. Too many good plays. Highest amount of head-to-head you've ever played? I've played a 5K before. You guys got to understand, DFS used to be easy. DFS is very hard right now, but it used to be easy. Dulcich is definitely in play. Yeah. I'm getting a ton of Tyrone Tracy in the solver. I don't think you're going to get a ton of Tyrone Tracy on Run the Sims. What I would say today is the differences between the solver, Run the Sim, Saber Sim, Rotor Grinders. It's all going to be really different because everyone is going to have different inputs. Is this a strict game theory day? No, I would say it's a ball knower day. Have 3 lineups in the power sweep for the first time today. Good luck to you, brother. All right, let's just build my spy team while we're here. Caleb JCM or Trevor Lawrence Bigsby. Caleb JCM. I probably am playing 100% Caleb today. Caleb, Burden, Loveland, Bijan, Jaden Blue, Ashton Genty. Then I can go down to the Commanders defense. Can I get in Chase? I can easily get in Jamar Chase. Might not even want to play Chase, actually. Maybe just do Puka here. We do Puka. And then can I do Jaden Higgins? Oh, I'm just off of Jaden Higgins. Very interesting. Don't play Genty, dude. He sucks. Genty doesn't suck, bro. So I think for cash, I think Lawrence, 1 3K wide receiver, Juwan, Loveland, Mayer, Bijan are the locks. The Raiders quarterback situation, I believe it's Kenny Pickett starting at quarterback for the Raiders. Never wrong on blue, just early. I mean, yeah, week 18 is awesome. I would probably be feeling a little bit better if this bit didn't spiral out of control, because the bit is kind of spiraling out of control right now. Yeah, I like ETN today. I would not play Chase in cash. If I was doing an expensive wide receiver in cash, I think I would just do Puka. Yeah, Chig is definitely a little sneaky. I agree. How do I feel about Chase Brown in cash? I would definitely not Chase Brown in cash. He seems fine in tournaments. Do I want to play any of these wide receivers? I don't really think I do. I think I want to play Jaden Higgins. If I walked in with Sutton, Myers, Jefferson, and cash, is that crazy? No, I'm not playing Jefferson, but I see why you would. All right. Well, I guess what's the projection difference between Puka and Chase? Oh, basically the same. No, blue is definitely showing up in Run the Sims projections. Oh, maybe not. Hide exclude. Oh, I excluded him because I didn't want to play him in cash. He's right there. Jaden Blue, 12.78 points. No, we're left 7,600 left for flex. I don't know. 7,600 left for flex. I guess I would play McBride probably. Guess you could do Null over Higgins. No one. I guess we'll tweet a link, but probably you'll just have to wait for the show tonight. I like Loveland over Juwan Johnson today, but I get why you'd play. All right, I'm running this in the SPY. Do I want to do a different defense? Saints, no. Browns, no. Raiders, honestly, maybe. Yeah, we'll just do the commies. Caleb Williams, Bijan Robinson, Jaden Blue, Luther Burden, Jamar Chase, Jaden Higgins, Colson Loveland, Ashton Jeanty. Ship it. What is Wright's projection? Jalen Wright is projected for 12.97 points on Run the Sims. Lawrence passing stuff. I guess maybe let's go do that. Well, just don't. You know what? Let's do. I want to get a Trey McBride team in. We'll get a Trey McBride. We'll get a. Do I want to do a Jordan Mason maybe? A little Minnesota action. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do Jordan Mason. We'll put Bijan in there. We'll do Lawrence, Myers, Washington, maybe Michael Mayer in the flex. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. And then we can kind of do whatever we want. There could definitely be a Taysom last game narrative. I like Wilson, McBride. Yeah, oh, that's a good point. Wilson, McBride, Nakua, you're saying the Rams are serious, can stack McKee to make it fit. I like that. You know what? Honestly, on this team, makes more sense to do Chig with helm mounts. You do Chig. Then you do McBride. I mean, even if we played the most expensive, if we did the Broncos against Trey Lance, 4,300 at wide receiver. Slayton, maybe? You could do Slayton. God, Darius Slayton sucks is the issue. I mean, the guy is just absolute cheeks, man. Talk about disappointing dudes. Chase Brown probably will keep up the bit. Yeah, he probably will. Judy maybe, I guess, is in play. Besh maybe. Golden. St. Brown compared to Puka and Chase. I know we were a little bit lighter on him. St. Brown 18.68 compared to 20 and 20. I am playing in a lot of Kuhn double stack in cash for the bid equity. There you go. You know what? How do I get Luther Burden in here? There you go. That's easy. That's an easy solve. I'm just going to play Luther Burden again on this one. And then we'll play the, Falcons D, whatever. Falcons with Bijan. What do I think about Pittman? I honestly have not thought about Michael Pittman at all today. All right. All right. Got to do a Brashard team. Brashard, Caleb. We'll do, you know what? We will do Gibbs on this one. Brashard, Burden, Loveland. Maybe Puka. And, maybe Brashard, and one of the injury replacement running backs. That could be fun. Better DST, Jets or Titans? I would just not play them. Die-hard Lions fan. I'd avoid them at all costs. Sewell is out, and we don't have a center. Is Penei Sewell going to play today? Nope. He's been ruled out. Ruled out, Penei Sewell. All right, so that's good information. All right, Purple Yosh, what say you? Would you play Gibbs in cash today? Caleb Williams, Luther Burden, Puka Nacua. What if I wanted to do Bijan in the flex? Can I even do it? If I do Darius Cooper, nope, can't even do it. But I can do, I was going to say, RJ Harvey for sure. RJ Harvey, Commanders, and then we 4,600, and I can play Jaden Higgins again. Bang. All right, that's pretty easy. What are the Texans playing for? The Texans are playing for winning their division. If they win. Better play Dulcich or Calcaterra. I got Dulcich as better. All right. Caleb Williams, Brashard Smith, Jahmyr Gibbs, Luther Burden, Puka, Jaden Higgins, Colson Loveland, RJ Harvey, and the commies. Done. Send it in. Kyron is Q. Maybe. I don't know. They just list these guys as questionable all the time. Thoughts on incentive boys like Diggs and Allen? And I just think that stuff is so hard to game that you are better off. I don't know. I mean, it's just hard. Like, who knows? We do not we do not know how much the Rams are playing. I mean, the Rams should really want to win their game, but I don't know if that translates to the starters playing the whole game. I have no idea. It's very, very hard to say. How bad is game stacking Falcons Saints playing a Kirk double and Taysom Hill to Kevin Austin stack in the Millie? I don't know. Can't be that bad. I mean, how bad can anything be in week 18? So I guess we should look at what the difference is between Jalen Wright and Jaden Blue. Because I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with Maffa. I mean, Maffa is not played. I mean, I guess Jaden Blue also is not played. All right. NFL. Cowboys still favored by 3. Rushing props. Nothing for Jaden Blue. All right. Dolphins rushing props. Jalen Wright 60 yards. Hendo or Mondre in large field. I guess Henderson. So nothing is posted for Jaden Blue. But the Cowboys are still favored by a lot. Yeah, a lot of overlay brewing on the old dog application. Let's Twitter search Phil Maffa and see if there's anything useful. Not really seeing anything useful on Phil Maffa. I don't even know if Gibbs is a cash lock, honestly. I don't have Jaden Higgins in cash. He's a good play though. I have Darius Cooper. I have Darius Cooper as my preferred punt wide receiver in cash. That's the direction I think I'm going. Yeah, Blue is in a much better game environment. Trey Flip El Toro, brother. What a moment in skateboarding history. All right, so the ETR team, this is the ETR top optimal. Trevor Lawrence, Bijan, Gibbs, Slayton, Puka, Dotson, Greg Dulcich, Jalen Wright in the Vikings defense. Let's go to the Run the Sims opto. Would I play the Raiders D or the Falcons D? Probably the Raiders D. Wright and Blue is too thin, I think. All right, so the Run the Sims opto is Lawrence, Gibbs, Bijan, Dotson, and Cooper. Michael Wilson, Dalton. No, not doing that. Definitely not doing double punt. These feel more reasonable. Although the Bills defense also, like, what's the point? Would I be on the Chiefs or the Raiders side? The Raiders. Thoughts on Houston resting Nico if they're playing to win? I mean, I assume he's not being rested. I assume that he probably actually is injured. All right, so there's the Run the Sims. I would just not play. I would not play Dotson. And I also don't really think Sutton is too much in play. So let's generate lineups again. Oh, says rest. All right, well, there you go. They are resting. Lawrence, Bijan. Oh, this feels a little bit more palatable. And they also have Jalen Wright over Blue. All right, let's see what Cardi has. All right, so load the blitz, and then I'm just not going to give him a chance to do his Aladakun bullshit. I'm just going to lock Trevor Lawrence, and I'm going to lock Bijan Robinson. Blitz opto is Lawrence, Wright, Bijan. He's got Trey Harris as his punt, St. Brown, Puka, Schultz, well, double tight end from Cardi. Best $4,500 quarterback is Tanner McKee. Why wouldn't I play Dotson? Because I prefer Darius Cooper. So if we go look at Tanner McKee. So last year in week 17, he threw 41 times in a 20-13 win. And in that game, Jahan Dotson did have 11 targets, but Darius Cooper wasn't on the team. Kind of barely remember that game, honestly. I guess Dotson's fine. Huh. All right. Honestly, I don't remember. Did the Cowboys have a meaningful Week 18 game last year? No, they didn't. Cowboys Week 18 against the Commanders. Trey Lance started. Rico Dowdle got 22 for 72 and 1. Deuce Vaughn got 6 for 37, 3 for 15 for Lupke. All right. Huh. All right. Well, I know I don't want to play Slayton, really. I keep getting freaking logged out. Why is this happening? Something really annoying is happening to me on DraftKings. Maybe I have one of my settings is messed up. What's the best way to do swap ranks for Nico with ADP being so all over the board? I mean, I would just do your actual rankings. Is what I would do. Playing Dulcich opens up a lot. Don't know if I want to play him in cash. Yeah, I mean, Juwan Johnson's probably better. Juwan Johnson. 13, 16. Juwan Johnson's been pretty good. Well, I mean, sometimes guys don't have to score is the thing, though. So if I do Cooper and I do Blue, that leaves me with what? I guess it would be Dotson and Cooper. I wish that there were some props up for this stuff, but there's just nothing. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Can I get like a Darius Cooper prop line? Yeah, it's just touchdown stuff. Loveland, St. Brown, or Noel Gibbs for cash. Noel Gibbs, but I probably wouldn't play Noel in cash. I assume the Texans are sitting Nico because the Jaguars are 13.5-point favorites. against the Tennessee Titans, and they know it's very unlikely that the Jacksonville Jaguars lose that game. Oh, man. Let me tell you what'll be insanely tilting would be I don't think you want Burden over Blue. I mean, maybe you do. What do I know? Really, what do I know? The answer is very, very little. The answer is I don't know much. James Cook is going to play. Yeah, I think Brashard Smith is a good GPP play. Because I think Pacheco is going to be out. Hunt probably won't play. Huh. So I guess what was the way? There wasn't really a way to get Genty in. Oh, well, it wasn't. It was not playing Puka. Yeah. So to get Genty, you have to do this. Cooper, and then you got to do Jacoby Myers. And then you have a $5,100 wide receiver, which would be Parker Washington. Or I guess you could do Jaden Higgins. Still like Gibbs with Sewell out. Yeah, I mean, he's fine. I don't obviously, I don't love it. Better play Austin or Cooper. I like Cooper a smidgen better, but Austin is fine. I would assume Corain and I will start doing the prospect stuff maybe as soon as next week. What does man, it just feels tricky. Not much of a, I guess the Gibbs projection is pretty heavy. Any early your guys in college football? I mean, I really like just boring stuff. I really like Mekhi Lemon. I really like both the Penn State running backs, but it's too early yet. Sutton is in play. Sutton's fine. Man, I just don't really know. I got Bijan over Puka today, I think. Dulcich. Well, actually, is there any way to make this work? Greg Dulcich and Puka. Well, nah. You have to play like Keandre Lambert Smith or something. Yeah. To make that work, you'd have to play KLS. Would you play Blue and Right in cash? No, I would not. Did I look at the FanDuel Opto already? Yes, I did. Puka is definitely not going to play 2 drives. Your bigger concern would be fourth quarter for Puka. That would be I believe the line moved 5.5 points for the Rams, which is kind of all the indication that you would need that Puka is going to play for most of the game. No, I think it's a good idea in tournaments to be under on Lawrence. I would say it's probably a bad idea in cash. Bijan, Gibbs, Wright, Sutton, Myers, Dulcich, Jefferson feels so comfy with Lawrence and the Falcons D. Yeah, Khalil Herbert is playing for someone today. I don't even remember who though. Here you go. So the Rams line since last night. Here's your line movement. So moved from 7.5 all the way up to 14. Oh, I do like Skylar Bell. Skylar Bell is my type of guy. There you go, Jets. There you go, Jets for Khalil Herbert. Yeah, I mean, I think you just do. I mean, you can even pay up a defense. You could do like the Broncos and then Dotson or something. I don't even know if you want to do Dotson. I mean, I guess the big value wide receivers are Cooper and Dotson, Slayton, Judy. You've got Kevin Austin. Yeah, I mean, shit, maybe you do just play. Yeah, you know what? In fact, actually, while we're here, let me go move Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt in on... Oh. Well, some of these teams have guys who are out. I don't even remember. What's this? The Millie team? We're moving Wandale out for Michael Wilson. Sure. On my red zone team, let's move him out for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And we need to swap off the Falcons D for the Saints D. Sure. There you go. Tough week. How about this? Caleb, Bijan, Montgomery, Jamo, Burden, Parker, Washington, Loveland, Diggs, Eagles. For what contest type? BTJ. I mean, I would, yeah, BTJ and Jacoby are the guys who I will be stacking with Lawrence. Fuck, man. I know I don't want to play Slayton. I do think I like Jaden Blue over Jalen Wright. Bijan is early. Gibbs is late. I honestly think I am just gonna do Dotson and Cooper. Actually, is there a late defense that gives me any swaptions? I haven't even looked until now. Bears, Raiders. Raiders, I guess. Raiders against Aladakun. 1 point, 1 point, 0 point, 3 point. Who do I like more over the bike? I don't understand. Chase Brown not popping really for me. Single entry GPP. I mean, I don't think David Montgomery is a very good play, but I'm sure he's fine. Oh, you would not want to play the Packers defense because they are resting all of their starters. So I don't think you'd want to do that. Wait, hold on. This is not even the team. Because I had Dulcich in. Can I get to Myers? I can't really. I can't get to Myers without playing the... Yeah, I can't get to Myers without playing a defense that gets 0. May seems fine. I don't even know. I honestly don't even know who Sal Cannella plays for. Sal Cannella plays for the Browns. All right, what's the Sal Cannella projection? Sal Cannella is projected for 5 points. I mean, Dulcich has been like legit, like kind of useful for fantasy. I guess not really. 6 points. Play Burden over Myers then. How close are they in projection? We've got Myers for 14, Burden for 13. Well, shit, maybe you do that. My thoughts on Brissett are he's fine. Gold Star GPP, Caleb doubles. No, yes, he was awesome in the UFL. Kelsey last game narrative. Yeah, real shit. Man, maybe that is the answer. Maybe playing Burden is the answer. Burden and then the commies D. I kind of like it. Let's see, what's the yeah, maybe. I kind of think the same thing is true. I kind of think he can't retire without Pat. I guess you could play Theo Weeze. It's just so hard. Obviously, like, it's just so hard to negotiate without good projections. What was Theo Weeze's route rate last week? Oh, gotta sign in again. I mean, my God, man. Why am I logged out of everything? Maybe I did something weird with my browser. Dolphins, week 17 routes. Theo Weeze ran 36% of the routes. Yeah, not doing that. If I was going to do one, it would probably be Cedric Wilson. Dulcich, 46% of the routes, 25% of the targets. Kind of worried about playing Bijan. I am not really that worried about playing Bijan. Maybe it's just, honestly, maybe it's just Austin, Kevin Austin Jr., and like Broncos, maybe. That feels pretty good. Lawrence, Bijan, Blue, Puka, Kevin Austin Jr., Cooper. Can't play Dotson over Cooper. I do want to play Genty, but it is nice to get the Broncos defense against Trevor Lawrence. I can say that much. They were out of the playoffs last week and Bijan went crazy. True. Broncos defense has gotten 14, 13, 10, and 14. Could the Rams rest Puka easily in the second half? I mean, if they wanted to, they could, yeah. I think I'm going to throw up. Well, I don't know. That Burden team's kind of nice. I got to pee real quick, boys. Here you go. Theme for the day, actually. This actually works out since we were just talking about him. You want to scroll the F down for Keandre Lambert-Smith.
Oh, my fucking God.
I'm about it. I'm about it.
This is too good.
Someone slap the Keandre Lambert-Smith button. The first KLS reception, I was like, wow, he is the greatest wide receiver of all time. Is the 9th round too early for KLS? People are asking.
4.37 40 played at Auburn. This is Darius Slayton vibes.
My thesis is at least not that he is Jerry Rice's kid. Ugh. Kirk Cousins reported ill, still playing, but sick. All right. Useful update there. Yeah, Hodgins is a good play because he's going to be in the Wandale role. So look at the wide receiver stuff. Hodgins ran 91% of the routes last week, and he got 1.8 fantasy points. Hodgins has run 85% of the routes with a 5% target share. Hodgins has run 87% of the routes over the most recent 3 weeks with a 5% target share. Could go to Pettis instead of Austin. Yeah, not doing that. Not playing Dante Pettis. Definitely not building an afternoon lineup, no. Do we have any props on Kevin Austin? Probably not, right? Well, Kevin Austin, 42 receiving yards. Actually, he does have props. Io Manor or Austin or Cooper. 42.5 yards was actually more than I thought there would be for Kevin Austin. I mean, and there's still nothing for Dotson. There's still nothing for Cooper. What is there for Slayton? Slayton's prop is 56.5 yards. What about for Hodgins? Hodgins is 35.5 yards. Well, maybe I just do Slayton. Cooper and Slayton. Cooper. Slayton. And then maybe there's a late defense to be had. Is there? Because a late defense would be really nice. Because that leaves swaps. Because Gibbs is late. Yeah, Gibbs is late. Dulcich is early. Are there any Justin Jefferson incentives today? He needs 57 receiving yards to get 1,000 yards. So he's probably going to get 57 receiving yards. All right, I think this is what I'm gonna do. Well, I don't know. I'm probably gonna keep fiddling for the next half hour, honestly. It's 56.5 yards for Slayton is more than I thought. I guess, do I want to 1v1 my entire slate? Darius Cooper versus Dotson. Does Jetta even have 57 receiving yards? I have no idea. All right, let's see. Okay, hold on. Who am I looking at? Oh, I'm trying to see. All right, I'm going to get on my phone and see if I can get the DraftKings stuff. Maybe there's something. Jaguars stack with Genty or Bears stack with Gibbs. Probably Jag stack with Genty. Rank the cheap running backs. I put Blue first, Wright second, Rashard Smith third. Yeah, Ferguson not going to play. 1v1 Slayton or Hunter Henry. Not really that into the Patriots today. They're just favored by so much. All right, let's see if there's anything posted for the Eagles yet. There probably isn't. Eagles, touchdown scorer, Dotson's plus 175, Cooper's plus 210. Tanner McKee passing yards is 230, nothing for the receiver. Jefferson is a cash game lock per David Kitchen. No pick'em today. We are sponsored by our good friends at DraftKings until January 10th. You know what? Honestly, I kind of want to just play Brashard Smith in the SPY. I think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to play Brashard in the SPY. I want to. And then I cannot play Gene T. I'll probably still play Gene T, but maybe not. Maybe I do Kyron. How about that? There you go. Caleb Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Brashard Smith, Puka. And you know what? I don't really want to play Higgins either. So let's play Bijan. And let's play Cooper. Or no, Kevin Austin. And then let's get a more expensive defense. Let's get the, Falcons defense. There you go. Wait, that wasn't the SPY either. Wait, was it? Where's the SPY? Entries, fair catch. Entries, the SPY. Oh, I already had him. Okay, we're good. Never seen a more SPY-ass player than Brashard Smith. Can Ray Davis break the slate today? Sure. Do we trust McVay to play Puka 4 quarters? Not really, but maybe. Maybe I do just go back to the Burden team. Yeah, Burden Commanders seems better. I don't know. Burden Commanders or Slayton Rams? No pick 'em today, bro. No pick 'em. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a huge spread. I think that we will probably see Michael Wilson get some stuff. Well, it's the week that projections are the worst, and it's also the week I've played the most. No, Puka is not a cash lock. I think I'm gonna play him, but he certainly is not a cash game lock. I mean, realistically, the whole slate is just going to come down to which 3K wide receiver is best. Is it Kevin Austin? Is it Darius Cooper? Is it Dotson? Burden Commanders, but swap Cooper for. I think you want at least one Eagles. You want one of Dotson or Cooper because Tanner McKee is actually like a pretty strong backup quarterback. David says that Jamar and Justin Jefferson are both locks. What are the split team quarterbacks other than Dallas? Buffalo. Buffalo is going to start Josh Allen and then go to Trubisky. I think that's it. Think I'm going Dotson and the Vikings with Wright. I would say Wright to me, honestly, is maybe even third of those running backs. Am I really going to war with Jaden Blue on your most action of the year? I guess I am. Is Xavier Smith viable? I would not think so, but What do I know, brother? The Cowboys outwardly hate blue. What better way to punish him than to make him play in week 18? Yeah, this is what I have in cash right now, Jake. Is Sutton and Nix a good play in GPPs? Probably. The chalkiest defense? I don't know. It's probably the Commanders. Falcons are pretty owned. Don't think there's like one big one. Yeah, that's Showdown or Soccer. Thoughts on Theo Wees? He ran way fewer routes than I thought, so don't love that. If I win this buy with Jaden Blue, I'm buying Louis Vuitton cleats. I love that. I mean, Vikings D will probably be on some. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think there's going to be any that's like crazy owned. All right, I got to start the chat with Peter. I'm just reading our group chat, me, Peter, Sammy, and Nate's group chat from last year. It's very funny. Yeah, cash is basically just a train of this, something like this. What do the Bears have on the line? They can be the 2 seed with a win, and 270 passing yards from Caleb Williams makes Caleb Williams the first ever 4,000-yard passer for the team. All right, Always Wrong sent me a $10 head-to-head. Yeah, I wonder how owned Puka will really be. Because some people are just not, I mean, rightfully probably just not going to play him. Dart over Lawrence in cash is really bad, but do whatever you want. I mean, ball nowhere slate. What does the Vikings D cost? 3,000. Fuck, this is annoying. May or Williams in cash. I would do Trevor Lawrence in cash on FanDuel. I have no idea. Everyone's playing close to the vest. I have no idea what Nate's playing. I don't know, man. I guess at the end of the day, I'm fine going to war with this lineup, but I don't feel great about it. What can you do, man? A lot of overlay on UD. Yeah, DK has Dotson at plus 175 and Cooper at plus 210. Dulcich or Calcaterra, and they're just not going to. Calcaterra is just not really going to get the ball much, I don't think. He never really does. Taking Puka out doesn't really get you much of anything that you want, honestly. I would be very tilted. I am definitely a little bit worried about Phil Maffa. I'm also worried that the Dolphins just get blown out by a bazillion. Much better game environment, like a 15 point higher total. What's the Burden prop stuff? Luther Burden, 58 yards, almost even money for a touchdown. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to keep tinkering. Everyone, I'll see you back for the Cash Game King stream at 6:45 p.m. Central tonight. Make sure that you like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And